Welcome to The Looking Glass. For those of you that are new here, my name is Meheba, your intuitive guide, and this is our weekly energy reading that will include all zodiac elements: air, water, fire, and earth. Each element will be timestamped in the description so you can jump right into the reading of your choice. Keep in mind, each reading may resonate in some way depending on your sun, moon, rising, and Venus placements. We do this combo video for those interested in all four elements each week. As always, personal discernment is necessary. Your own intuition will always be your best guide. So take only what resonates and leave the rest. Hello, my beautiful air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Welcome to The Looking Glass. For those of you that are new here, my name is Meheba, your intuitive guide, and this is your weekly energy reading. As always, personal discernment is necessary. Your own intuition will always be your best guide. So take only what resonates and leave the rest. Before we get started, I do want to say that you are more than welcome to check out the water, fire, and or earth readings, especially if they're a part of your big three and or your Venus sign. All cards have been blessed and pre-shuffled for your reading, so let's get to it. First, we have Nine of Pentacles. Okay, air signs, I'm about to call some of you out, so please don't be mad at me, but I'm getting that some of you have been what we like to call a little frivolous lately when it comes to spending your money. As you move throughout the week, you're going to want to ask yourself, do I really need this item right now? Do I really need to eat out again? Yes, all of your coworkers or friends are going out, but do you really need to go? For a lot of you, I have this mental picture of you squirmishly gritting your teeth like, yeah, I have been a little reckless with the spending lately. And it may have become routine more recently to just do whatever without really considering your goals and or your current financial situation. I'm also getting that you may want to hold off on making any unnecessary investments this week and or committing to any big plans that may come with a price tag. And for a few of you, there's either going to be some kind of unexpected opportunity for a material gain or possibly an unexpected expense that's going to pop up this week. But either way, you'll put yourself in a better position if you make sure that you stay aware of your money matters this week. Next up, we have the Five of Wands. Okay, this is feeling like my air signs are specifically experiencing some lessons and growth this week in the area of your career. And this lesson and or challenge you'll be faced with this week is going to be one that is really going to help you up level in the long run, even though it may feel like a real thorn in your side this week. And this is going to come to you by way of a reality check when it comes to work. And it's actually going to be your financial restrictions that make you realize that it is time to move on to something that's going to be a little more lucrative for you. It's like you're finally coming to grips with the fact that you can't live the life you truly want to live with the current scenario you're in. You just can't be complacent anymore. And maybe it's not a brand new thought for you per se, but you're going to be hyper aware of that this week. And this awareness is going to be the thing that makes you finally take action on it. Like you're actually getting your resume together. You're telling people you're in the market for a new job. You're filling out applications for the first time in forever. Or for those of you who are self-employed, you're finding ways to promote your business in a new way to help you stand out from the competition. The point is, you're not just thinking or talking about it anymore. You're actually making the effort. And this is the type of growth that is really going to pay off for you in the long run. It's kind of reminding me of that energy that happens when you finally realize your self-worth, where settling is no longer an option and you're actively calling in the life that you truly deserve. So this is really good for all of you air signs. We all deserve to live the life our hearts truly desires. So this is definitely a step in the right direction. Step up and show out for yourself this week. And last but not least, we have King of Swords. Okay, all of this is making sense. Air signs, you're going to want to put your energy into self-discipline this week. Don't worry about how you look this week. Who cares if you look like you're being cheap? Who cares if you look like you're broke? It doesn't matter if you are or you're not. Many of you are not, but what really matters here is that you're putting your energy into being smart about your resources. You're making decisions for the long run, not just for what feels good in the moment. And this definitely takes discipline. I mean, it really takes a higher level of self-control in general. So make sure you're being honest with yourself and leading your decisions with logic this week. This week is not going to be about instant gratification. It's going to be about what's best for you in the long run. So don't be afraid to check yourself over and over again this week, because it's really going to be in your best interests to stay on top of yourself. I'm excited. I'm excited for this growth that you'll be experiencing this week, air signs. It is going to make for a beautiful success story in your future. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, thanks for joining us. This has been your weekly energy check-in. If this reading resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell before you go so you don't miss the next one. If you're feeling called to do so, go ahead and check out the other elements. Again, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Peace. Hello, my beautiful water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Welcome to The Looking Glass. For those of you who are new here, my name is Meheba, your intuitive guide, and this is your weekly energy reading. As always, personal discernment is necessary. Your own intuition will always be your best guide. So take only what resonates and leave the rest. All the cards have been blessed and pre-shuffled for your reading, so let's get to it. First off, we have 8 of Pentacles. Finances and career is the topic at hand for many of us this week. I'm already getting that feeling that some of you have some strong air sign placements in your chart. That's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. If you do, you're probably going to want to check out the air signs reading as well. But for my water signs, you'll want to be aware of the efforts you're putting into the things that once filled your cup. The ones that may be starting to feel uneventful, tedious, or maybe even draining. Like initially you were excited and you really look forward to growing in this space, but now things may be feeling a bit redundant for you. Take a look at this card. She's doing the work, but she's really not paying attention. She's definitely looking off in the distance, like there's somewhere else she'd rather be, or something else she'd rather be doing. So air signs, you really need to be aware of you falling into this state this week. Do not allow yourself to get lost in that mode of wishing things were different. You are right where you are at the moment for a reason. So it's important to find a level of satisfaction in not only your present situation, but the process as well. Next up, we have Queen of Swords. Water signs. This week, your lesson and area of growth has a lot to do with how your perception is impacting your integrity. And I feel the need to make a reference a lot of people should be able to relate to, especially here in the States. We go to a place that provides a service, right? This could be a restaurant, the DMV, a grocery store, anything like that. And the customer service person is disgruntled. They hate their job. They're not focused. You can see it all over their face. You know that they are living for the moment that they can clock out. 9 times out of 10, this person is not doing the best job and may even impact you in a negative way, whether they realize it or not. Whereas you may encounter that one customer service person who is just so extremely grateful to be employed, to have that income. They're functioning from the perspective of gratitude. I mean, it could be the janitor. It could be the person at the drive-thru. I'm talking about the ones who are just genuinely grateful to be alive. And they have that demeanor that can literally change the course of anybody's day just by coming in contact with them. So this week, as you are making yourself aware of how you feel about your work, you'll start to see and learn how it's impacting your integrity. And the true lesson will come from the moment that you can genuinely shift into this perspective of gratitude for what it is that you do. Then you'll see how much better you'll start feeling about your work again and the energy around you. And last but not least, we have Princess of Wands. Okay, Princess of Wands here carries the same energy as the Page of Wands from the classic tarot. And can I tell you that these cards always and never surprise me all at the same time? I mean, I am just amazed at how clear the message is for you this week and how each card is supporting one another. And when we look at this Princess of Wands, you can clearly see that you have a choice, right? You have a choice between turning a blind eye to how you may be wasting your energy by wishing for a different circumstance, or you can open your eyes to see the possibilities that comes along with being enthusiastic about what it is that you are doing. I mean, you never know what you might encounter when you're attracting the same kind of energy that you're putting out. I would easily say that for most of you, you can safely put energy towards your current work efforts. Let a renewed spark of excitement in and see what new opportunities comes from simply being more attentive and appreciative of the here and now. Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, thanks for joining us. This has been your weekly energy check-in. If this reading resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell before you go so you don't miss the next one. If you're feeling called to do so, go ahead and check out the other elements. Again, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Peace. Hello, my beautiful fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to The Looking Glass. For those of you that are new here, my name is Meheba, your intuitive guide, and this is your weekly energy reading. As always, personal discernment is necessary. Your own intuition will always be your best guide, so take only what resonates and leave the rest. All the cards have been blessed and pre-shuffled for your reading, so let's get to it. First up, we have Ace of Swords, fire signs. You're going to want to be aware of your approach to anything that may be new to you this week, more specifically around work and career. For many of you who are starting a new project, you're going to want to take a step back this week to look at yourself and see how you're handling everything. It's like once you take that step back, you're going to have this aha moment where you'll see that you're moving from an emotional space. And this moment of reflection is going to allow you to move into a more logical mode of operation, which is going to serve you best. For some of you, you're juggling too many things and there are too many pieces of the puzzle in your mind. And you don't have to carry on like that. You simply need to do it the old-fashioned way. Get yourself a pen and paper and make a to-do list. Really organize and prioritize those to-dos so you don't continue to mentally carry the load. It's like once you get it all on paper, the emotional weight and the burden that you feel, it's all going to lift in a major way. So make sure you pay attention to how you're moving this week. Stop yourself if you're experiencing any kind of conflict, whether it's internal or external, and remind yourself that you just need to make a new plan. This one practice is going to change how you experience this week as a whole. Next up, we have the Four of Cups, fire signs. You'll be experiencing some growth this week through a new level of self-awareness and introspection. As you become more aware of the tendency to mentally hoard all of the things, not just the to-dos, but your emotions as well. You're going to recognize how you may choose to dissociate instead of finding healthier outlets that actually allows you to address the things that need addressing instead of just putting it all to the side and letting everything pile up mentally. Some of you are going to find that it may be necessary to deal with some of the older things on your plate instead of solely focusing on that new, okay? Like as you prioritize things, you're going to see how the old stuff is what is really bogging you down. So allow those moments of reflection to help you address and purge what may be standing in your way. This is where your growth really lies this week. And last but not least, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, I like it. So first off, the messages that have come through are major stepping stones for you. The self-awareness, the organization, you stepping up and facing your emotional backlogs, And you can trust that these are really safe places to put your energy this week, because these can and will be not only major contributors, but necessary steps towards manifesting what you desire, especially when it comes to your career and financial situation. This week really comes with so much potential for growth for you fire signs, but you've got to believe that you're worth it and take action. I mean, come on. This is your second ace in a 3-card spread. Seriously, all I'm hearing is new opportunities for a breakthrough. So let this be a breakthrough week for you fire signs. You can absolutely have a new outcome here when you make the right choices. And you know what? I am totally rooting for you. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Thanks for joining us. This has been your weekly energy check-in. If this reading resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell before you go so you don't miss the next one. If you're feeling called to do so, go ahead and check out the other elements. Again, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Peace. Hello, my beautiful earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome to The Looking Glass. For those of you that are new here, my name is Meheba, your intuitive guide, and this is your weekly energy reading. As always, personal discernment is necessary. Your own intuition will always be your best guide. So take only what resonates and leave the rest. All the cards have been blessed and pre-shuffled for your reading, so let's get to it. First, we have the Queen of Cups. Earth signs, you need to be aware of how you're processing your emotions this week. Is your emotional state being driven by reality or your imagination? What I mean by that is, are you allowing hypothetical situations and fictitious thoughts to determine your mood or your outlook? Even if you feel that a negative situation or an outcome is highly probable, there is no sense in making yourself suffer in the meanwhile. What's on your mind may not even exist. You have to remember that even the most likely situations are never written in stone, so don't commit yourself to suffering about something that might not even happen. For some of you, you may be finding yourself emotionally impacted by the state of someone else's life or someone else's situation without even realizing that your somber mood really isn't yours. As a reminder, for those who need it, you can feel and demonstrate empathy for others without sacrificing your own emotional state. So please be mindful of the things that that are leaving you feeling sad and depressed or anything like that, and allow yourself to release the things that are not a part of your personal reality. Next, we have the 7 of Wands. As always, these messages come through in perfect alignment, and you can already see where your lesson lies this week just from the previous message. This week, you may be learning firsthand how the victim mindset can negatively impact someone's emotional state, especially if you allow yourself to get wrapped up in that woe is me mentality. And where you'll see the most growth will be in you having to be the one to take a stand to protect yourself in all scenarios, even the ones that only take place in your mind. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't validate your own feelings just because they're negative, okay? And this goes for everything and everybody, not just yourself. All feelings do need to be seen and heard, but it is so important that you don't allow yourself to linger in a space that really isn't serving you, especially if it only exists in your mind. And that's where the growth comes in, is when you can truly stand up to your own thoughts and kick the negativity to the curb quicker than you could before, right? Now, I'm not saying you need to stop having negative thoughts and feelings. We all have them, and they're actually necessary. But we still want to develop that kind of inner strength and persistence that can and will help you get through any future challenges with a little more ease, with a little more grace. And last but not least, we have the Lovers. This is beautiful. My earth signs. A place to safely direct your energy this week is toward your relationships. not just any old relationship. We're talking about the unconditional relationships here, the ones that empower you, the ones that you trust, the ones that leave you feeling a bit more balanced. This loved one you can lean on doesn't have to be a romantic partner. This could be a completely platonic relationship, or maybe even an animal companion that always brings you a level of peace and comfort when you need it most. I'm talking about the one you can depend on for emotional support when it's called for. This relationship represents a space where you always feel appreciated, you always feel seen, you always feel heard. And as I'm looking at this card, I'm actually seeing somewhat of a mirror image. So for some of you, this person may actually be yourself. This beautiful relationship, right? It will give you the extra support you need this week as you work to shake off that negativity and begin focusing in on your now. Also, I'm getting something about the eyes. There's something about their eyes. Like whenever you look directly into their eyes, it just makes you melt. Y'all, this is too sweet. I love it. I mean, who doesn't want to put their energy into a safe space? Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, thanks for joining us. This has been your weekly energy check-in. If this reading resonated, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell before you go so you don't miss the next one. If you're feeling called to do so, go ahead and check out the other elements. Again, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Peace.